I hate being late. Like, seriously, I hate it, but I can't help it. I just get caught up sometimes just binge watching YouTube videos. It's the closest thing to therapy I've got. Okay, let me start off with my name before I get too much into detail with this. My name is Jason Stanfield, and I work for the Interspecies Exploration Association, better known as I.E.A. They're a privately owned company. You probably have heard of them. The company was made to advance the betterment of mankind. Well, that's what my boss, Mr. Shaw, a fire-haired ginger, said. I recently started working there, and let me tell you, that place is weird. I mean, like, it's super weird. Like, the other day, I'm pretty sure I saw a 4-foot frog sitting down in a chair with its legs crossed, getting interviewed by one of our head scientists. Like I said, it's weird. Anyway, I just started working there, and I'm basically a glorified intern. I mean, I am an intern, but when I signed up, I thought it'd be like really cool working for a secretive science place, but it's just been a lot of work. I thought I'd just be getting coffee for people and doing stuff like that, but they've got me feeding specimens, writing up their bios for them, and keeping track of their habits. I mean, I'm getting paid pretty well, so it's not all bad, but it's just really tiring. After I started working there, it's gotten pretty hard to sleep, so lately I find myself just watching videos on YouTube until I fall asleep. So, here we are. I'm gonna be late for the 3rd time in a row, and I'm about to get an earful from Mr. Shaw, and I'm probably gonna lose my internship. And I realized this after I've hit the snooze button on my alarm for the 4th time in a row. So I jump out of bed with a newfound energy that I never knew that I had, and I slip into my clothes like Mr. Fantastic. Now, there was not nearly enough time for me to make a sandwich for breakfast or anything like that, so I just grabbed 2 apples and I was out the door. I think I forgot to lock it. Anyway, I live pretty close to the I.E.A. facility, which makes it so much worse that I'm always late. But on the bright side, if I were to run at full speed, I'd probably make it there in about 5 minutes. You ever heard that saying that someone can't chew gum and walk at the same time? Well, they should probably turn it to, you can't run at full speed and eat an apple at the same time. Cause that right there, that's hard. But somehow, I made it through 1 apple without choking to death. So I'm running and I turn the corner and I see the building. Now, I know I'm screwed. But maybe, just maybe, if I'm not exactly 30 minutes late, I can somehow save my job. So I put a little extra speed into my run, even though it feels as if my lungs are about to implode and my heart is about to explode and my legs feel like they're on fire. So I make it to the door with 2 minutes to spare and I clock in. In victory, I take a bite out of my 2nd apple, feeling that satisfying crunch. And then I take another bite. And as soon as I did, I felt my teeth glide straight through the apple like a hot knife through butter. And that off taste of a bad apple. I spat it out into the nearest trash can, then I looked, and I saw that the apple was in fact bad, and the flesh of the apple was brown and soft. But something else caught my eye. Now, because of how soft the apple was, when I took the bite, it tore the layer that separates the part that you eat from the seeds. But instead of the telltale black apple seeds, there was something like a thick white cloth type substance. It looked like it lined the insides where the seeds were. Now, being the curious person that I was, I poked at it. It was soft and stretchy, and as I pulled my finger back, it stuck to it. Then all of a sudden, the stem of the apple, it was gone. It had retracted back into the apple. I gave a short yelp and dropped the apple, and it rolled for a bit, then it stopped. Cautiously, I approached it, and pushed it with my foot, so that the part that I had bit was visible. When I looked at the cloth-looking thing, it was writhing and wriggling, like something was under it. Then it tore. And as I stood there staring at my apple, eyes wide, 8 beady eyes stared back at me. I recoiled back, stumbling, as an ivory white spider untangled itself and came crawling out of the apple. The entire thing was white, except for the eyes, which were pitch black like I've never seen before, and one of the legs, which was shorter than the others, and half of it was brown, which then transitioned into its ivory white. Stunned, I just sat there, staring at this thing that was once inches away from my mouth. Then it moved. It started crawling towards me. I just sat there like a deer in headlights, horrified. This thing was massive. It was about the size of a kitten. I was just trying to figure out how the hell it fit inside of the apple. Then I realized I should be asking why the hell was it crawling towards me and why was it picking up the pace. Before I could even move to back up, it was already crawling up my leg. Needless to say, I screamed like a teenage girl in a trashy slasher flick and ran around like an idiot, slamming myself on the floors and walls to try and crush this demon spawn that was crawling all over my body, with little success, I might add. Then I heard someone shout, "ASP-55 stopped at this instant." And as soon as this albino hell spawn was on me, it was off, crawling towards the voice. I looked up and it was Mr. Shaw. He stood there stone-faced, staring at this thing that was apparently named ASP-55. I don't know if I hit my head one too many times or not, but this spawn of Satan himself actually looked sad at the fact that Mr. Shaw was angry at it. "Oh, how could I be mad at you? I thought I'd lost you forever," Mr. Shaw said. Then the thing crawled up his leg and onto his shoulder. "Now, it's for you," he said. "This is your third day in a row of being late. Normally we wouldn't accept this type of behavior, but you did bring back my beautiful baby, so you have one more chance. And seeing that she didn't bite you, she must see something special in your future. So, what do you think of working here full time? And as a bonus, you'll be able to live in the facility. So no rent, no extra bills, and you're a lot less likely to be late if you live here." Sure? But just keep her away from me, please. "And what would have happened if she had bitten me?" "Oh, you don't need to worry about her. This strain of spider is very docile and friendly. They have great instincts too. But if she had any reason to bite you, let me explain what would have happened. Her diet consists of apple seeds, and seeing that apple seeds contain trace amounts of cyanide, usually not enough to kill you, but seeing that her body creates enzymes that heighten the toxicity, if she was to bite you, you would feel like you were instantly being suffocated, and then you would die slowly, eyes bulging and throat tightening, like a vice was around you. You know, the usual. It is a horrible way to go, but like I said, this strain is very docile, so you have nothing to worry about." "So why did she attack me?" "How would you feel if someone bit a chunk out of your bedroom and started poking around?" "I don't know, but I wouldn't start crawling all over them." "Well, she did, so I guess she has more guts than you." So, that's how my day went. I don't know why the hell I said yes to a full-time job offer, but I did. And they also made me sign this long contract. But I didn't really read it, so that's that, I guess. I'll keep you guys posted. Oh yeah, and what I did learn from this whole thing is that I'm pretty sure my boss doesn't have a soul. Not only is this guy a ginger, but I saw him kiss ASP-55 on whatever is the spider equivalent of a forehead. And if there are two sets of people on this planet who don't have souls, it's gingers and people with spiders as pets. "Briggs, why the hell are we staying at the I.E.A. facility?" Carter asked. "'Cause the place is fishy," Briggs said. "Listen, man, I could be doing something a whole lot better with my time, but instead I'm sitting in this hot piece of trash you call a car. Hey, listen, man, this car's a beauty, and we're gonna leave this place soon. We've been here all night." Hold on, what's with the guy? He's running like a bat out of hell. Maybe he's just late. There's gotta be something. Why the hell is he slamming himself against the wall like that? And who's the ginger? The guy looks heated. I'll admit that this is pretty weird, but not weird enough for us to do anything with. Wait, the hell is that thing on his shoulder? Whose shoulder? The ginger? Here, use binoculars. I don't see anything. His other shoulder. I still don't see any. Holy gigantic albino spider, Batman. Okay, we're gonna just walk past how cringy that was and focus on the giant spot on this guy's shoulder. That thing isn't normal. I knew there was something wrong with this place. So what are we gonna do? We need more proof. Then we can get a full investigation on this place and find out what's really going on behind those walls. Thank you for listening to my second story. I hope that you've enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button if you did. And leave a comment with any constructive criticism. It would be much appreciated. Also, it would be very helpful if you would hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to read my stories before I make them into videos, follow my Reddit. That link will be in the description below. I'll also be posting anything of importance on my Twitter. So if you'd like to stay posted on what's going on with me, follow that. The link will be in the description below. Anyway, thank you for watching. It's been much appreciated. I'll see you next time with another tale from a world much like your own.